Hey guys, welcome back to Let's Talk Lifestyle. Today I'm going to be talking all about stress eating, which I'm sure, like me, you know all too well. Before I do, why don't you go and hit the subscribe button. I cannot wait to share with you what I have in store for today because I'm so excited about my new method that I have coined for stress eating. Alright, so if you ask me, there are two types of people in the world. Those that get stressed out and don't eat, and those that get stressed out and overeat. I definitely fall into this latter category, and those are the people that I'm going to be talking mostly to today. Let me preface this video by saying that I am a teacher. I teach third grade, and while I absolutely love my job, it does have its stressful moments. So that job and all that it entails throughout the school year is kind of what led me to coming up with my thoughts on stress eating. So I've been thinking a lot about my stress eating habit lately because I realized that during the school year, afternoon would come, 3, 4 o'clock, and I would be starving. Or worse, I would not be hungry at all, but I would be craving something super sweet or chocolatey to get me through until dinner. However, now that it's summertime, I realize that 3, 4 o'clock comes and I'm not craving anything. In fact, most days I get all the way from my noon lunchtime until 6 o'clock dinner and I don't need any food at all to get me there. So this got me thinking, why do I turn to food when I'm stressed? Does food actually solve the problem that I'm having? And I realized that no, usually, in fact, it makes my problem worse because not only do I still have that pile of work on my desk that I didn't finish, I now also have a pile of candy wrappers sitting right beside it. And I'm feeling upset and mad at myself and I don't feel good. I feel sick now because I ate so much and it just made my problem worse. This is how I came to coin the phrase, this so now. This, so now. This happened, so I ate, now I feel. Let's take work, for example. I am an extreme planner. So typically, I will have my lesson plans planned out for weeks in advance. One day, I went to a faculty meeting and realized that exactly what I had been planning was going to have to be changed. Weeks of lesson plans were going to have to be rearranged, and I was going to have to basically start over from scratch. This was my this. I was stressed to the max. So when afternoon came, I went to my desk, sat down in front of my planner, and was just overwhelmed. So I looked over at the candy that I have for the kids, and I ate. And I ate and I ate, and before you knew it, I had a huge pile of candy wrappers sitting right beside that untouched plan book. All I had done all afternoon was eat. This was my so. After that, I felt so sick. I didn't want to do anything else. I couldn't get my plans done. I couldn't move on, do something else around the classroom. I just felt sick to my stomach. I did not want to be doing any work, so I left. Then I not only felt sick to my stomach, I also felt unaccomplished. I knew that by eating all of that chocolate, I wasn't going to feel good. I knew what would happen. I knew it would, and yet I did it anyway. I was so focused on what happened and what I wanted to eat that I wasn't thinking about how it was going to make me feel afterwards. Maybe work isn't your stressor at all. Maybe it's something at home. Maybe you come home every day and your house is just a wreck. You feel so overwhelmed by the mess that's in every room that instead of deciding to tackle one room at a time, you sit down on the couch with a bag of chips. You get full, you get tired because you're so full, you take a nap, and the next thing you know, that all that time that you had to be cleaning up and solving your problems, figuring out what was going to solve that stress that you had in your life is gone. And the next day, it's just going to repeat because you didn't solve the root of the issue. That would be a this, so now situation. Now, whenever I'm spiraling into this unknown frenzy of stress eating, I like to ask myself 3 questions. 1, what exactly am I stressed about? 2, is eating junk food going to actually solve my problem? And 3, what am I actually craving here? First, you need to ask yourself exactly what are you stressed about. Don't say that you're stressed about work or you're stressed about family or you're stressed about your friends. Tell me exactly what situation is causing your stress. Next, you need to ask yourself exactly what is going to take away the issue. Is junk food going to solve your problem? Likely the answer is no. Eating that candy bar or cookies probably won't take away the stress that you're feeling. So then decide what will take away that stress. Maybe it's completing a task. Maybe it's having a hard talk with someone. Figure out exactly what would solve that specific stressor you determined in number 1. And number 3, think about, what are you actually craving? Are you actually craving that sweet, sugary chocolate, or are you craving some kind of satisfaction? Maybe you're craving happiness or freedom or accomplishment. Think about what's going to give you that satisfaction or feeling of accomplishment. Maybe you need to go for a walk. Maybe you need to complete a hard workout. Maybe calling a friend is going to give you that happiness that you truly desire. Think about what's going to give you that feeling that you truly desire, rather than allowing yourself to eat that candy that probably isn't going to give you what you desire. I want to challenge you and myself to change our thinking from this so now into this but now. This happened, but I did this, and now I feel this. Think about it. Imagine that you're going swimsuit shopping. You want so badly to find the perfect bathing suit for the perfect occasion. But you're in the dressing room, and everything that you try on, you just don't like yourself in. You get frustrated, you throw them all to the side, you leave, and on the way out of the store, you pass the rack of candy bars at the front of the store. It is so tempting to just grab that, give into that stress, and give into that that you so badly want to eat that sweet or salty food. However, I am challenging you to leave that behind and change it into a but. Change it into an activity, something that you are proud of doing. Maybe go for a walk around your neighborhood, or turn on a workout program that you really love and just do a quick and easy workout. Something that you can be proud of, because I guarantee you at the end of the day, or even the next day, if you eat that candy bar, you might look at yourself and think, oh, I wish I hadn't done that. But if you go for the walk, I promise you that the next day you're going to look at yourself and say, I'm really proud that I did that. It's okay if you get stressed. It's okay if you eat chocolate. It's okay if you get overwhelmed. What's not okay is allowing those feelings of stress and anxiety to lead to actions that you are going to later regret. Why do things that you are going to regret later on? Why not change it into something that you are proud of doing? I challenge you, next time you are feeling stressed, to think about those 3 questions I mentioned earlier, and think about a this but now situation. Thanks for tuning into Let's Talk Lifestyle. I really hope that what you learned today you can take into your personal life and use every time that you feel stressed. I know that that is something I'm going to be working on doing when I go back to school this year, because I really want to create a life that I'm proud of, not come home every day full of regret. If you liked this video and found anything in this video to be helpful to you, please share it with a friend. Go on and hit like, subscribe to my channel. I would love to continue sharing with you, and I hope that you have a wonderful, non-stressful day. Bye.